Namaste. Welcome to yet another Accomplished Women series episode by Thought Habitat Speaks. Our guest today is yet another women entrepreneur who achieved beyond limits. The brand that she represents, or we should say, the brand that she has built since 2007, is a fast moving bridge to luxury brand. It has more than 85 stores in India, UAE, and Nepal. And the brand's global acclaim in the Gulf is definitely to be attributed to her. Without much ado, let us welcome Shivani Malik, the
Thank you
director
so much.
of Da Milano. Thank you so
Thank
much
you.
for joining with us, Shivani.
Thank you
It's
so
been
much for having me.
a great pleasure that we have you in our conversations.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
So, Shivani, I'm just jumping to the first question. The world of fashion is majorly women centric, right? So,
Yeah.
of course, there are men too, but comparatively, women take the mantle ahead. And we have seen that it is pretty competitive.
Right.
And you have really achieved in a very short span of time, I must say. And
Thank you.
you've
Thank you.
defined the brand. So, would you like to explain, would you like to describe your journey so far with Da Milano?
Yes, surely. Basically, I like it when you say that the world of fashion is dominated by women, because I feel women genetically are a little more born a little more creative than men. So I guess that's why we make better designers, not just for fashion, but I think even interiors, even I mean, you name it, as designers, as creators, I think we are a little more creative than than men. Having said that, building Da Milano has been literally like bringing up my first child. Of course, I have two of my own children and another brand, Rosso Brunello. So that makes it four kids for me to bring up. But Da Milano has been really, really close to my heart. It defines a lot of my own personality. It's an extension, I would say, of my own personality. And along with my husband, I have given heart and soul to this brand, and continuously tried to work hard to, not only make it a renowned brand in India, but globally. Um, our hard work has been uh, has been appreciated by all our customers, by all our buyers, by all, I would say, by all Indians at large. And we are hoping to make a mark globally as well. It's great to see yourself, having presence in the leading brands of the world, with the leading brands of the world in the leading malls of the world, not just the country, but leading malls of the world. So soon we are to open our flagship store at Dubai Mall, which is one of the best retail destinations the world has to offer. So it's a moment of pride, and yet it just shows that sky is the limit, and if we work hard, we can definitely. I mean, all women, all Indians, I feel we can definitely reach for the stars.
Quite a journey. And Shivani, I believe, and this is very common to all entrepreneurs who have struggled their way to success. There should have definitely been a moment when you never had a scope to move ahead and you somehow broke the chain and achieved it. Would you like to define such moments and share with us?
Sure. You know, when someone asks me that question, it gets me thinking, and I feel those moments in any entrepreneur's life comes not once in a blue moon. It comes every other, I think I would say every other hour in a day as well, where you are like, uh, what is going on? Sometimes you doubt your own self. You doubt the decisions, because as an entrepreneur you're taking many decisions in a day. So if you have the ability to take the right decisions and be firm on your decisions, I personally feel that you've already won half the battle. um, Having said that, I would say that, of course, without struggle, I don't think there's anybody who's reached the top. Struggle or failure is the only way to achieve success, because I think what it teaches you to keep moving on, without giving up. I think as an entrepreneur, that attitude is very, very necessary. All of us, I think, not just as entrepreneurs, I think all of us have faced something really big last year. And I just feel that um, the last year itself has taught us so much, where there were so many people at that, I mean, who just decided to quit. Even at that point, my only advice to people was that this is going to be the survival of the fittest. So we've all fallen. It's not like there's anybody alone in this. We've all fallen, but always learn to fall forward, so that when you get up, you're always two steps ahead rather than two steps behind. So as an entrepreneur, you're going to feel like a failure many times in a day. And sometimes you're going to wonder, why am I doing this? But if you stop, I mean, there's no looking back then, right? But if you continue to go forward, and you believe in yourself and your hard work, I'm 100% sure that success is not far away.
It pretty well explains like how you've taken the brand with so much firmness ahead.
I think it's a lot to do with passion. It's a lot to do with passion. If you're passionate, I'm sure all people who've made it to anything, I think it's the passion, and that's what keeps you going.
Yeah. And Shivani, there is one USP of your brand which is very significant. In fact, I must say phenomenal. You know, fashion and the middle class have always been on the opposite poles, right? But whereas your brand is kind of bringing both the poles together in the same line, right? So
That's correct.
you're selling things at a very affordable price point, and yet it
Right.
is very creative, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
how do you manage to do that?
See, the main so when the brand was conceptualized, our main aim was to provide luxury, um, at a price which is affordable. Which is affordable to, I would say, the middle class of India, which is like one of our fastest growing classes, right? When I say luxury, providing affordable luxury, I must confess that we focused not only on our products. It was also what we focused on was to provide that luxury experience. Because you see, as we'll keep evolving over time, luxury is only not about the product. I think it's about the experience of your purchase, and that's how we define the brand, right? We want to pamper our customers. We want to give them a product that they are truly proud of, and they feel like they've bought something which has given them pleasure, not only like worth each penny, but also the worth the whole experience. So for us, luxury begins right when the customer thinks of buying a Da Milano bag to when they possess the Da Milano bag. So it doesn't begin when they buy it to when they once they bought it. It doesn't end they bought it. It only ends after they've passed it on to another person, because we have lifetime warranty on all our products. And I feel this was the vision for the brand, and we keeping this in primary focus, all policies were made around this. So be it the quality of the products, be it our customer service, be it our after sales service, everything was designed keeping this in mind. So this is the base of our brand, I would say.
That in itself explains how you built the brand so far, in fact.
Well, there's a long way to go. Brands take centuries to be built, and I'm hoping one day we are also amongst the top brands of the world.
Yes. And as a continuation to the last point that you said, so what's the roadmap for Da Milano in the coming years?
See, as an entrepreneur, you keep trying and testing new things. So, of course, one of the roadmaps for Da Milano is to take affordable luxury to the rest of the world. So, of course, with COVID coming, hitting all of us, the plans became like it took. I mean, they didn't take a back seat. I wouldn't say that, but we just bought more time. But with things, as soon as things get back to normal, that would be something we would be aggressively looking at to be able to take affordable luxury, to provide the luxury experience to people all over the world, at the most affordable prices. So be present in almost all parts of the world. That would be one of the main roadmaps for Da Milano. But of course, what also excites us is innovation in products, innovation in adding new lines to our existing lines. So that is something which we are continuously working at. So we are a brand that believes in fast fashion. So it's not like we come out with new collections every season. We come out with new collections like literally every week. So we believe in fast fashion, and we believe with changing times. So like in the lockdown, we came up with the work from home collection. So the point is now to keep assessing the current situation, and also innovate products and make the brand adaptable to the current situation.
I must actually check out Da Milano collections online, and I should buy something for myself.
Definitely.
Save that.
Definitely.
Yeah. And one last question, Shivani.
Yeah.
So, there are several other women entrepreneurs like you, and not necessarily they are from a city-based background. They are
Right.
still from the remotest of all villages, and
Right.
beyond all that, they try to achieve big. But
Right.
I would really, what I have observed so far is at least 10 out of 100 only make big of that list. You know,
Yeah.
and the major factor that we've seen is motivation from,
Right.
it could be from their family, or it could be from the people around them, or it
Yeah.
could be the societal motivation. But
Right. Right.
only the 10 out of 100 are the ones who believed in themselves and they took it forward very firmly, as you said,
Right.
right?
Right.
So, what is that
Yeah.
one advice that you would tell to all of them to make it to that
See,
level?
in my opinion, I think women in general, especially in the villages of the country, they face a lot of society pressure from the society that they're in, and a lot of them, like, still, a lot of them succumb to that. So my only message to all these women is to, believe in themselves and to stand up for themselves, because the belief that they have in themselves is the only thing that will push them forward. The more they come under talks from various people, it just pushes you back, because everyone has their own opinion. In my opinion, it's very, very important to stand on your own 2 feet, and it's extremely important to know your worth, and nobody knows your worth better than you. So my only advice is to keep going, and to believe in yourself.
That's a wonderful advice. And Shivani, it was a great conversation.
Thank you.
In fact,
Thank you.
talking to entrepreneurs like you, I'm really getting motivated more to do more.
Thank you so much. That's so sweet of you to say. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, Shivani.
Thanks.